Yo, what's up, PKKid8 here. Today I'll be talking about I'm abandoning my blog and reworking my websites. Some of you may or may not remember that I actually had a blog. I mean, I still technically have a blog. I could upload to it at any time, but this video will explain why that's just dumb. So essentially what's happening is that I am abandoning the blog. The blog will not go anywhere, by the way. The blog will stay up, it just won't be updated anymore. But yeah, the blog was just completely pointless. It's like, if I really genuinely wanted to talk about something, I could have just uploaded it to my second channel as like a throwaway video. But also the fact that there's YouTube posts. So in other words, if anyone actually subscribes to my channel, they can see that post practically immediately instead of having to go off-site to a blog. So instead of going off-site to a completely different website just to check, they instead just go to the YouTube posts or my second channel or whatever. So in other words, there's a much easier way to do it without having to, you know, make a fucking blog website. And also I'm reworking all of my websites, which would include the following: the YouTuber website, the games website, the graveyard website. Okay, so I'm not reworking all of them, but I am reworking these three at least at the moment. So the first is the main website. The main website, which was essentially meant to be like, oh, an alternate website specifically for YouTube related content. Which is funny because I also have a main website now, which that was originally the main website, but now my main website is on GitHub as an open source website that I've made completely from scratch. I mean, sure, there's some code from other places, but hey. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is the main page of my website is going to remain as like a hub for the rest of my site, but then I'm going to move some of the most important content from that website, like accounts, like public accounts, pull some information about myself, the about section that is, the YouTube accounts, all them, just pull them, put them into its own thing, and then link that instead. So in other words, it'll still be on the exact same website, it'll be on a different page, but it'll be on the exact same website. So in other words, keep everything in one place instead of having them scattered from multiple websites. Next up is the games website. Now I actually like this website and the layout and everything with like the 3 games and you click them and it's like some information. But the one part that really screwed me up was the fact that I wanted each individual game page to have its own like sub pages. And sure, that works on WordPress, but also the fact that every single time I make a sub page, I actually have to add the button to each individual sub page of that game page. And also the fact that that games website hasn't been updated to actually accommodate for the fact that Kabov did, as well as Merkmenschen, as well as that shitty low effort like Get Welfare also exists. And of course the last one up is the graveyard. You may remember me talking about the graveyard ages and ages ago. Like, I literally made a video on the graveyard. Basically, it is a website dedicated to dead ideas that I've made in the past. It's quite comprehensive. Like, if I go to the PKKid8 graveyard right now, so ever since that video, it's actually been updated quite a bit, although the last update was like almost an entire year ago. So yeah, the graveyard itself is quite dead, and I have a few new ideas that I killed off, which will be why I would also rewrite the website and just put it all into the exact same place, so you don't need to fucking troll around the internet looking for random websites. Of course, since the old video actually constantly mentioned the PKKid8graveyard.weebly.com, of course, I'll redirect the old domain to the new domain. I'm not an idiot. But yes, for those who don't know, the website is a comprehensive list of a bunch of things that I've killed off over the years, such as like old accounts or old ideas, or in some cases just intros for everything. Back in the day when I literally had an intro for pretty much every single one of my series and everything, like Game Beast collab. Game Beast had an intro at one point which I scrapped. But yeah, so I'll be reworking that into my main GitHub page. Now I'll likely also archive the original PKKid8 graveyard, and also the fact that all these websites have like tracking cookies and everything in, and I genuinely don't like tracking cookies or like ads or anything. Most of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'll eventually rework them. I don't know when I'll rework them, and I also still need to update that launcher. Anyway, I've been rambling for 15 minutes, so I'm going to get this video over with. So anyway, I've been your host PKKid8, it's been PKKid8 Chat, and you've all been fantastic. So until the next video, I say bye bye.